No, it automatically locked me on the camera view. So that's good.
Oh, really? That's cool.
So, yeah. So I do see pros do that, which is hotkey like one worker to kind of do everything
I
for the first
Well, I
for the
mostly
first
just
little
do that. I
while.
used to do two, in fact, and I have a one and a two, and my one would be my scout, and my two would be my in base thing. So right now, I hotkey my scout so that I can look back at him really fast.
Yeah.
Meantime, I force myself to come back to my
Yeah.
base and select a new
And
probe if need be.
and actually learn to hit C a lot with workers.
Oh yeah, I usually do that because
Yeah,
when they're
your
oh, you
probe just
mean
left with the minerals.
yeah, that's the one time I
Eh,
don't the one time I don't hit C is when I leave with my scout. Okay.
a big thing that I've been doing is taking the ninth probe that's building and just rallying it out the nexus, so that way it'll start and not and delay my 10th probe a little bit.
Oh yeah.
So like you know how you move your probe out and to drop a gateway.
Mm-hmm.
I would instead rally out that probe because then I don't lose
Oh,
mining time.
I've seen people do that, but my problem is I almost always forget, and I screw up my Nexus rally point numerous times anyway. So
It's one of those things.
trying to
When you
remember to
start
do
doing
that.
start learning to do it against the AI, and then that way you can kind of work your way around it.
Yeah.
And one of the big things too, try to keep your pylon behind the gateway, or at least put the gate.
Well, I couldn't remember where the ramp was. Is kind of the reason that's happening there, but
So okay, well it looks like your guy's in the top left corner.
seems to be. All right, you get down here and make me another one of these, and then that. Why not? Now I'm not quite making. Well, I can't make a zealot just
Can't
yet
make
because
anything. Yeah, yeah.
but
Um,
usually I wait for range because having a zealot, I don't know. Do
you
I
can
make?
get an initial zealot first, if you want to make sure that reapers don't get into your base.
That's true.
It won't stop reapers, but it'll kind of give them. It'll kind of be a mess with them, and you're being under attack.
Oh no, he's already dead. Man, I couldn't even look at him. So
Okay,
we got up
so
the
you
ramp, so
see
he's
it
not.
cracks.
Yeah, he's not walled off.
Oh,
What am I hitting? Oh, wrong button. There we go. All right, so I've got that, and I can
so
boost that because I did not have enough boost at all.
now there are two things you could have done, and here's what could have. Your zealot was building by the time your cyber core finished. You could have canceled the zealot once the core finished, and boosted out a stalker
True.
instead. Or you could have got a mothership core and boosted that out. So you had two options there, and it's not.
Speaking of, I should probably get some. Here we go. Now it's time to get some 1, 2, and then in a few seconds I should hopefully have enough for a mothership core. Bam, let's get that. And let's get another zealot because I don't have enough gas for anything else. Let's boost into the cyber core. There we go, and now... Okay, 16 of 24.
Oh my gosh, that's probably the funniest tab I'll ever hit.
What?
The APM tab.
How bad?
He's doing 375.
I am definitely not doing 375, I know that much.
You're doing about 30.
Yeah, it sounds like me.
Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. I
Well,
mean,
it's bad.
I
It's slow, but it's...
as long as you know when to do certain things, then it's easier to kind of like you can
What's that?
manipulate the fact that you have slow APM. You know what I mean? So it's not so that way it's like, well, okay, I know I'm slow, so I can start using like certain tricks here and there to kind of make it. Because if you watch my any when you watch my games, when I do live stuff once when I switch on the live stuff, it always looks like I'm playing faster than anything else, but really my APM doesn't dip, barely dips over 70 half the time, and it only hits 100 when I have to micro.
Okay, so
You got
he could drop
you got
any.
a sentry, so I would suggest
Ooh, yep,
do
there
a
we go.
hallucination. There you go, and see what your opponent's doing.
I do
It's nice that
have.
you're gonna have that observer anyways. So
I think I might get out a second one and just toss him in that direction. I've got a forward pylon that I'm just sort of looking at the moment. The other thing that I never remember to do is take my mothership core with me. Let's see what we
you
have
might
here.
want to drop another pylon.
Ooh, yeah, I'm running low. What are these? Starport. Fair enough. Okay, pretty
His
basic
army is gonna be vastly bigger than yours.
for now. And you. Oh. Yeah. Yeah, look at that. Okay. That's okay. Because I'm going to move down the hill and expand for no reason.
You could expand, knowing that your opponent has expanded. Or you take to the fact that he expanded, you're gonna have a vastly bigger army than him.
Well, the problem is, though, is that I don't.
Well, yeah. Well, it's really kind of hard because I'm trying not to give everything away, even though I can look
You
at.
effectively know precisely what's about to happen. Oh, I forgot I made my... Freaking darn it. Alright, let's get an immortal out, because I can probably use one or two of these. Go,
Because I
boost,
can,
go.
I can look at the tabs and stuff like that and go, okay. So,
Alright, so we're sitting down here, and it is tanks! Good! Alright, I'm glad I'm making immortals. I'm going to continue to try to boost immortals if I can. Go. More immortals would be good. You, get down here. And you make that.
I would start suggesting you rally your Nexus down already. Because since you're already at 24, 20,
Yeah,
25,
I'm going to
20.
need a small...
Yeah, you want to already have that batch down. And then it'll already. Yep, there you go.
Uh-oh.
Okay, now he's moving out.
Yeah. Let's move my... Oh, I don't have all that many of those. Okay,
No, but
stop.
keep your mothership core kind of next to the ramp. It'll give you better vision.
Oh, that's a good point. Move
No,
that
the
up
other
there.
way. No, 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 no,
Not up there?
no, no. Lower to the rocks kind of ramp.
Oh, this right. Oh, okay. I see.
See what I mean? Oh, there he comes.
Oh, they didn't all work together.
Well, use
Come
your
work together.
photon overcharge. Or dies.
Hit it,
or
hit it,
dies,
hit it,
or
hit it,
dies.
hit it. There we go. Move back, move back, move back, move back. All of you. No, all of you.
Then warp in. There you go.
Oh, don't kill that. Don't shoot that. Don't shoot that. Come back here and get shot at.
Wow. You did a... Now I'm going to ask you, what one thing did you not notice from Terran?
Medivacs?
Well, that's the obvious one, but there's a big one right there within that fight. By the way, move your observer over to the ramp. Like right in front of the ramp, like down on the low ground.
Way down. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, right there is good.
I don't wait.
All right, so the one thing you should have noticed, right off the bat, during that initial attack, besides him not having medevacs, he didn't have stem. That's why he had no medevacs.
Oh, okay. So what's that telling me?
That tells me his timing was off. So he timed his attack prior to his stem finishing, and his stem finished after he after all he did was kill army. By the way, leave those rocks there because that's gonna give you that.
Yeah, I
edge.
wasn't sure if those were the ones that kind of fall.
No, that would look like a tower.
Oh, okay. Those are much taller then.
Yeah.
Okay, I need a few more. I'll tell you what I do need.
Acquire my skills. I am the voice of the
Our what?
We await.
Oh. Oh, our nothing. Okay. I'm hearing all the different weird voices from out here, and I'm not quite gonna get me some of this. You come up here and get me a forge, because I am not...
You need to populate that gas, by the way.
Oops. You're right. And you.
Instead of individually clicking probes, just select 3 to 4 and then shift click 1 out of there.
I'm faster at the unclicking, but yeah.
Well, that way you can grab 3, shift click 1, and then do that.
Oh, they found me. Oh, this was slightly lucky, kind of, because I've kind of got him up there, but the problem now...
That's where sentries would have been good for you.
Yeah, and for whatever reason, I forgot to make some.
So now he has stem, he's got...
Kill death, kill death. No, he's coming.
Well, see, you had the observer over the ramp, so that did give you kind of an idea.
It did, yes, but...
Surprisingly, you didn't snipe the forge, most of them. Alright, you gotta do a tech choice between Colossus or Templar.
I feel like Colossus will probably be my best bet.
Alright. Then go ahead and start getting Colossus out. After this next Immortal, stop making Immortals. And start pumping out Observers until the thing's finished.
That's probably a good idea.
And start throwing the Observers in dead zones, which will be like over your thirds. In midst the naturals. He hasn't shown that he was doing do drops. Wow. Turn that off for now. That's
Alrighty, here we go. So I've got some ridiculous charge lots for whatever reason.
okay. And I would suggest either take and expand at this moment.
Yep, that's what I'm sending dudes out to look for.
Yeah. Well, you need to take and expand pretty soon.
Definitely.
You're gonna be
Pretty low.
gonna start getting mined out on your natural there, your main, and keep your forge on a hotkey. I'd say keep it on the Nexus hotkey and just keep
That's a good
tabbing it
point.
over.
Oops. Oh, that's right, because I want armor. Damn it. I want +1 weapons against Terran. That's a no-no, isn't it?
Well, not initially. Like you don't want that off the bat. Terran has high DPS, so you want load. So you want them to not have that kind of a power against you. And I think your Colossus tech finish you had to.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And by the way, you got one guy scouting your entire base.
I do. Of course, it's the AI. I'm not really too concerned about that. I just noticed
Actually,
that now.
the AI actually learns how to counter everything you do.
Oh, this is probably going to be the end of me. Oh, look at all these units. I am so dead. Yeah. Oh, and he's sniping me with ghosts and stuff. Well, that was silly.
All right. Here, let me.
He just got ahead of me, and I didn't expand and keep on top of my growth.
Well, here, let me try against the AI then, and so that way you can visually see like the things I'm doing versus. Because there's stuff you were doing that was good. There was no follow-ups to like any of the stuff.
Yeah. I think the reason that I chose to do this kind of in general, just this entire talking and doing YouTube and whatnot, is because I find myself talking to myself when I'm doing the dishes. I talk to myself all the time. I always have. I just need to have that running commentary go. So I commentate my life.
No, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I actually tried to catch your live stream, but you were at the butt end of it. I was like, oh, I was kind of like, man.
Oh, spoiler alert! I've joined something called Extra Life, which is a charity game marathon coming up on November the 2nd. You should check it out. I will send you some links and stuff to it, and I'll probably have a video up later on this afternoon. And it is a 24-hour gaming marathon that for charitable. It's for the Children's Miracle Network, Children's Miracle Hospital Network. Anyway, and you just raise funds for kids' hospitals nearby.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
So I will be doing a 24-hour marathon of streaming on the 2nd of November.
Oh, well, I'll have to keep that in mind.
Might destroy me, but
oh,
there should at least be a half hour of time that you'd be able to tune in. But anyway,
yeah.
that is
All
neither
right,
the
so
here nor
okay,
there.
notice how I have my rally point out on 12. Click that back. Oh, oops. Wrong button. All right, so I'm gonna scout there, there, and then there.
Yeah, the other thing is map. Just being comfortable with maps. By the time I'm comfortable with a map, the seasons change. So I'm, and all of a sudden you got some new ones to deal with. So really, I think the thing that it mostly comes down to is I should just be playing more often.
It's not even playing more often. Like I play like several days out of the week, and it's like, well, that's just one of
But
those
do you play
things.
for like an hour, 2 hours?
I play for a couple, like the days I'm actually off work. I play for several hours and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
See, if I play 2 or 3 games a week, and that's it. That's
Even 2 or 3 games should be enough to kind of still keep you
well, I'm okay.
free.
It really helps. It helps my mechanics, and that's it. But it really doesn't help me with the ladder and the map awareness and just
Yeah.
getting used to certain maps. I'm still in my mind getting used to things like Entombed Valley. I loved Entombed Valley. That one was awesome, only because it stayed in the
Uh,
ladder pool for so friggin' long.
yeah. Okay. So
So having a peek up here, I don't know why. Well, nah, I suppose I know why, because the AI doesn't know to wall off.
well, no, because it's doing builds that pros do, and most pros don't wall off
Not
in
even his
general.
Terran. Some do.
Aaron doesn't wall off. As often as you think, if you ever watch
Oh, I don't want that.
like the WCS and stuff like that with Terran,
Mm-hmm.
they don't normally wall off.
Okay, so you've got the warp gate,
Eh,
but you're boosting out a stalker.
yeah, because in a second I'm gonna drop another pylon and probably take my expand because he went
24.
CC after
Oh,
Rax.
yeah, I see that.
Actually, he went CC first because look at the.
But the other
Uh,
thing that happens to me is I have seen moves like that, and there's a CC or there's like a hatch on 14, and I see it start to grow. But what they're doing sometimes there, and I've seen players do this, is they actually try to trick you into thinking that they're going economy, and then he shows up with an enormous army. So my problem is always, when do you scout twice? When is that second look at what's going on? And
this
you
would
do
be
it when
this.
you have your 2 units and you go to just go to have a little poke, or at least
Yeah.
it's less of a poke and more of a confirmation.
Yeah, and that's what I like to do is I like to know. That's why like I'll take my 2 stalkers that I have now.
Yep.
Now that they're hockeyed, and I'll just send them out. And then I'm gonna go ahead and take my second gas. Drop that. So this is really kind of makes you vulnerable early game, and that's the only thing it's gonna make you really vulnerable against. So you have to do like a secondary scout.
Yeah. Especially
So
against Terran, because I find Terran has so many options, and I just don't know what could be coming.
To the shadows.
yeah.
It's a number of Marines. Hey, good job there. So you might crowd away the weak one, so you can get a few more pings. There you go.
Okay. So even though I lost the zealot, it still gives me a chance to figure out. Oh, okay.
It's 2
So
and
I'm gonna
2.
drop another that.
Research complete. Twilight for ire.
Really need this out. There we go.
Which the robo?
The
or-
the mothership core.
Oh, I see.
So then I'm gonna start using the robo,
There it goes. Observers, cool.
and that's gonna just be my observer thing. I'm just gonna drop that. So like I said, I was watching State do this against Flash, and I was like, oh, this is kind of a cool thing to do.
So it's a lot of tech even before you get more gateways. This was, in fact, almost exactly like the replay we were looking at, where it was kind of the robo and then the twilight, and then you have space
Yeah.
up top for a number more gateways once you're ready to start hitting up units.
Yeah, you just.
And in
but
fact, now with
what-
900 minerals, you're in, oh my god, let's get gateway country.
Yeah, but a lot of it is I'm also getting tech behind it. Actually, I should only just queue one probe to do that.
Oh well.
So I got Twilight, and then. So
Okay, so there's 3.
and if you look at the APM, I know it's gonna be like.
No, actually, it was well, the average is much higher for them, but the current is spiking the same way both ways.
Uh,
Yeah, the AI's got like 300 average EPM. Oh, what's going on down there? So down in your minimap, you're seeing with your, oh, except just a SCV rather,
Yeah,
right?
it's
But
an
the
SCV,
observer's
but-
just noticing that there's really not too many units up front. It's just a bunker, isn't it?
yeah. It's
Oh, it's a
bunker.
tank.
He's using the same strat that they used against you.
Yeah, except you're more prepared and in full view of it.
Well, you had full view of it too. So Let's you know, you had the same amount of information I do. It was just you just weren't ready really for. You weren't paying attention when the push came out. It was probably the big thing you didn't notice.
Yep.
And that's the thing about the mini map is like if you keep constantly if you're just keeping on my camera view alone, like
Well, that's
as
what I've
I'm
got it on right now. I'm not moving anything. I'm just watching your
yeah,
camera
you
view.
can
And
see how I keep moving the camera back over.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm trying to get. So. And then I'm getting my immortal, and I'm gonna make another observer. Put him right about there. So. And he's moving out.
Yep, you just saw him leave down there.
Yeah. Oh boy. I'm supply blocked. That's not good. Oops.
If you move your mothership down to the natural, closer to.
Yeah. That's the only real problem with this ramp is that whoa.
Oh, problem with force field is that you had a number of zealots, so when you moved back, you didn't have any range to pick them off. You still cut him off. That was a
really
good cut,
just
though. Oh, and those siege tanks can stay down there and take stuff out, but there we go. So that sent him back. Resources lost, pretty high.
Okay.
Alright, so he's going all the way back.
This
Or
one
at least to
needs
mid-map.
storm.
Jeez. What is
Double force, double upgrades.
Yeah, I'm never sure when to put down my forge. Often I do it when I'm sort of in between trying to figure out whether or not to expand. Like I've got my 4 production buildings, either 4-gate or 3-gate Robo or 3-gate Stargate, and I try to put down a forge just to start looking at some upgrades earlier on, because otherwise I just wait forever and never have any.
I would suggest if you're gonna do upgrades, get 1 forge to start with and get at least your
Your necessary.
yeah, get at least your armor. So that way you can deal with
Yep.
the DPS of the Marines.
There you go. There's a natural. 3rd at
So.
12. That's hot.
Okay.
Templar in. So you're kind of holding your armies in the back of your natural there. Are they just... Was that just sort of a defensive position, or were they worried about...
No, that was just me clicking in the wrong spot.
Okay. I thought maybe they were defending...
There was
Did
no...
you see, maybe I missed a drop.
I don't
but...
see any movement out of this. That's why I have an observer propped here.
Yes, you got one
I
at
got
both
an
corners,
observer
which is
up
awesome.
there,
I was going
yeah.
to point that out.
And I got more vision. So even if he does scan to kill this, like, okay, so he's gonna move out
Wow,
again.
that was well timed. Have a look at his
Except
army.
I'm
and
gonna
just
catch
start-
him off a little earlier.
And you're doing pretty well keeping your resources in check. They're not fully getting away on you.
Yeah.
You're a bit oversaturated on your natural, but I'm assuming you'll probably look at a split if you can't. Once
Alright, he's gonna go attack my natural.
he's right.
It's
Try
fine
to cut
with
him off.
me.
Oh no, coming this way.
And
Try to
he's
take him
out.
before you.
No. He sees me too.
Yeah,
So he's trying not to get caught.
he's taking out those rocks. But I
I'm
think you
fine
can still
with
catch
that.
him. Oh yeah, he moves the SCV just to... Oh, and then he plants himself.
Well, the big thing is that he's kind of stuck there.
Yep,
And then all I gotta do is
that's gonna do some damage.
the only
It's too
real
bad you didn't
problem
have those
is
4 Templar, but they are predominantly
useless.
defensive.
For now, they're really useless.
Well, they could hit up the medevacs. They could feedback, couldn't they?
Yeah, but I need them for there we go.
Oh, you were waiting on Storm. Okay.
Yeah. So I might actually lose.
Ooh, there we... Oh, man. How is he splitting out of those storms? Or is that just where they naturally go when they are under
No,
attack?
that's him splitting out of the storms.
But that was a starburst split. Well, I guess if you're running
Well, with
342
these-
EPM.
Yeah. I think I screwed up a bit. Yeah, he's got. My main thing is that I gotta take out the tanks.
Yeah, the charge lots couldn't get quite... They took out the bio, but the charge lots weren't quite fast enough in getting at the tanks, and then he had... Once you took out his bio, he still had tanks, and there was another round of bio coming right after it. Which was bad. It was bears.
And he's only 1-1 too, and that makes it a lot worse. Is that
You left. There we go. Those will go down. Problem is he's got the rest of his army right behind it. Oh, go kill him! And there's that Raven. Such an interesting build.
it is normally really good against the AI.
You get money for Templar and Archons, I think, but I'm not sure they're gonna be able to do much against this. Let's have a look. Oh, he's on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 base now.
Yeah, stalled too long. I didn't.
See, I know it's not a very good indicator of how people play on the ladder to play the AIs.
Because no one plays like this.
No, but the AI
No one has.
elite, I just find, is helpful to play against something that can muster a big army pretty quick. You know, and
It can, but that's pretty much the like the look of the build itself, and I didn't have the army I needed to.
yeah. But it was,
which I should.
I mean, it was
Like, I
awesome
should've
timing and
went-
everything. So I think the only thing that came down to was at the very end, it was just positioning.
His position was pretty good. He had his tank seats, and I didn't catch that, which I had an observer there, so I should have caught that a lot sooner. Let's see. There's a time where I actually could have. Nope, there's no times where I could have hit him, because his army value was always a lot higher than mine.
Mm.
And I didn't have Storm in my army when I needed it,
Oh, was it
so
that?
that was a big. So that was the big thing.